Okay, this is Aaron again with Exalted Lamb 1, and I have my latest iPad Goat video out here for you. I'm ecstatic about what I'm going to share. This is probably the most convincing, I think, and confirming video about this time frame that I've done so far, by far, I think. And I hope you think the same. And in fact, I'm going to ask you in the comments if you could say, let me know what certain things like really popped out for you. Like if there's one thing that really popped out, like was the most convincing thing, I would really appreciate it. And of course, thumbs up these as well. I want to say that up front. This, if you don't mind pushing the thumbs up right now, or whatever it is, whatever platform I'm on, please, because so we get to more people. That's essential, especially new people is huge. So I'm basically going to put this up, like I said, still to, of course, YouBoob, and then these other two here. I'm just not going to say what they are for different reasons. Anyway, and it's important that people realize that on the bottom one here, down here, okay, I'm going to point to it right here. This one here, .com basically is a channel that's got all my videos that have to do with the jab and the CV, the code for all that kind of stuff. There's some great stuff in there. You should check it out. I checked out several videos, especially what's going on with the jab and why it's so bad and what it really does. So anyway, I'm just going to say that. And then also, I'm not doing, like I've said before, I'm not doing the email notifications, but I am doing Telegram. So there's going to be a link in the description box below to sign up for Telegram through your phone. You'll get notifications on your phone. Plus, there's going to be some other benefits for you down the road, very soon down the road, that you may find out. So that's worth signing up for. So to get notifications and some other things. So anyway, I just want to let you know about that as well. A little housekeeping up front here. And then let me just dive right into this because it's going to be a long one. It may be over 2 hours. We'll see how it goes. Dive right into this. I am so excited to share some of this stuff. Because the Lord has really worked in my heart. And I want to give all credit to Jesus. I mean, without him, I wouldn't be able to do this. He gives me the sight. He gives me the understanding. It's really all about him. And I want to say that once again. I've said it many times, but I want to say it once again. It's all about him. So anything that you've been warned about that I've shared, or you're going to be warned about coming up here, it's all about him. And then I also want to say that I'm going to have my other 4 videos that are on this time frame, starting with the part 1 and part 2 of the Stupid Bowl 55. They're huge to watch. Go back and watch those on this channel, either platform that I have on. And then my last 2 parts of iPad Goat as well. Those are huge for this. So you learn a lot of things about this, and then understand that I'm not going to show the exact days per se in a timeline. I'm going to kind of talk about them and things separately. So you've got to watch the other parts, and especially in this series, watch part 1 and part 2 first, because I'm not going to hit on certain things. This is designed again to be a part 3 where you don't cover certain things. So that being said, again, those will be links in the description box and everything. Please, right underneath this video here, check those out. So what I'm going to cover up front here is a little bit of a tutorial on some of the things I've learned about these numbers right here, and it's going to carry over into this presentation. So 0, 1, and 9. Okay, when these elites that are running the world basically, and all their minions below them, who are in government and everything else, TV, movies, entertainment, I mean, all this stuff, everywhere, all around the world, they compress numbers. They use certain numbers in certain ways. So I'm going to talk about 0, 1, and 9 right now. So the first thing I'm going to say is 0 is an automatic, when you're compressing, anytime they're compressing numbers, or we're trying to compress numbers, just to understand what they're doing. By the way, it's Ephesians 5:11 in the Bible says that we're not participating in this, but I'm exposing it. And it's kind of funny that it's 5:11 because of the time, and that's not a coincidence. We're exposing the evil. I'm exposing the evil. So a 0 is easily, so when you're compressing numbers, so let's say you have a 1 and a 9. That's a perfect example. 1 and a 9. 1 plus 9 is 10. Then you take away the 0 and you end up with 1. So 0 is basically a throwaway, but it also is a place marker. It's also an O. In fact, what would you, how would you say this out loud to yourself? What is this number? Say it out loud to yourself. Okay. Did you say 505 or did you say 505? That's kind of interesting because, so then a lot of people say 505. In fact, it's in marketing and all kinds of stuff. In fact, there's a type of Levi's jeans that are 505s. Anyway, or 50. It's really 505. It's not O, but why is it O? Have you asked yourself that? Why would you say not only why they two look the same? And a lot of times they look exactly the same. It depends on the font. So they look somewhat very similar. Some are, of course, again the 0 could have even the slash through it right here, showing you that it could be just crossed out. Things like that. So just think about that. And I'm telling you, that's the reason why 0 is O is because they want you to say O more, because it connects to Stinky BO. The 44th Prez, as I said, another name I've had for him, I'm going to keep bringing it up, is Beelzebub Butthead, the Lord of the Buttheads. So anyway, it's 505, but it's really 505 because O is also a spacer as well. Sometimes you see this in gematria when you have an O or 0, an O. Yeah, see, I'm saying it all the time. 0 in between two numbers, and that's kind of a spacer. So, for example, that could be 5th of May, and then against 5th O May. So O would be of. So it's like a bucket O Coke, or the old English would be something O something. Sometimes. So literally that 505 can be 5th O May or 5th of May. It's just kind of crazy how that works. So just keep in mind there's more to meet the eye on these numbers, and then understand how you can use them. So now, let's look at 9 here. So this 9 right here. Okay, if you add 6 to it. Okay, so anything you add 9 to stays the same. But there's sometimes reasons to have a 9, but then you can also, a lot of situations, if you're compressing numbers, you can just cross it right off, just like a 0. Okay, so let me give you an example. So 69 is a symbol. Some of you know what 69 means in different ways. One of the ways is it's a symbol of a vortex. If you can imagine, especially if the 6 was curved a little more, the 9's curved, it's a spiral, basically. And that's literally the day the spiral opens up. It's really crazy. And 6 plus 9 is 15. And so the spiral opens up, which are the portals, the Golden Gate and the Silver Gate, on 555, which ultimately is 5/11, 2021, which is 5 times 11 is 55. And then 2021 is 2 plus 2 plus 1, which is 5. So that day of 5/11, 2021 is 555. And 15 is, what's 15? 15 is 5 plus 5 plus 5. So hidden in this symbol of 69, which also means several things. Plus, it's also the symbol for Cancer. And it's in the crab. You'll see that sometimes. And that's also showing the portal as well. I'm not going to get into all that right now. But there's relationships to that. So anyway, and then so 1 plus 5 is 6. So like you said, so anything you add 9 to, so 6 you add 9 to, stays the same. So 1 plus 5, so you go back to 6. So 9 is able to be crossed out a lot of times. So I'm going to do that in some of these things. So okay, 9 is just a throwaway number sometimes, or sometimes it's used as the symbol or the date or whatever part of that, and that's going to be evident as well. So, and then let's look at 1. So an example of 1, if you have a 3-digit number, let me give you an example because I'm using the 5s here. I like to do that on this. So 155 is hiding. By the way, also 69 is hiding 6. Because it's just in the way, especially if you have a lot of different numbers and you're trying to distract. Again, they like to hide information. And then the people who are aware of it can easily find it by eliminating the 0s, the 9s, the 1s, because they're in there to just distract and to hide. So again, 155 can be, it could be 155. It could be some meaning in that, of course, but also 1 is hiding 55. So especially if you have a lot of numbers sometimes, but 1 times 55 is what this could be hiding or showing, and that's still 55. Okay, that still ends up being 55. And then 1 is also can be I, just like 0 can be O, or it's hiding O. 1 could be hiding I. And what's I anyway? I equals, in simple gematria, A equals 1, B equals 2, C equals 3, D equals 4, I equals 9. And so 9 and I are able to be crossed out because it's basically equal. Hopefully that makes sense. And then 1 can also be a slash. Many times, as far as dates go, when they use a slash, or when you're doing different compressing of numbers, a 1 can be a 1 or a slash or an I. Okay, that's very common. And again, if it's either a 1 or an I, it's for different reasons. But it's all about context and discerning those things and what's going on there. So I also want to show, for example, like this number 515. So 1 is Basically, it just could be a place marker there because 5 times 1 is 5, or 1 times 5 is 5. So basically, it could be hiding 55, but then you just have the 1 in there. Also, 1 can be a slash. So again, like we have over here, 5th of May. Also, 515 is 5th of May. So hopefully that makes sense. And these things make sense. They're far more deceptive and more used and designed to hide their beliefs and things they're doing to the public, so people blindly follow their predictive programming and everything they're doing in numbers. So, okay, now let me hit this right away. Now I'm going to show you this in iPad Goat in a few ways and how it relates to iPad Goat as well, because there's so many things in the video iPad Goat. If you're not familiar with iPad Goat 2, look it up, iPad Goat 2, and watch the video from Heliofont on YouTube, and you'll see, watch, it's a little over 7 minutes, and it's a complete plan of their plans. It's a complete plan of their plans. Yeah, it's a complete video of their plans, but made it to look like, oh hey, it's not that serious, and all that in a computer animated movie, basically. Okay, so a lot of people call it a cartoon, but it's not. It's very seriously, I've proven in my videos over 50 FFs or falsels, flagsels have happened, and here's one of them. And I have 50 some now that I've shown in my videos. So right now, I don't know what number that is, but it's in the 50s. Here's another falsels, flagsels that happened where the Suez Canal was blocked by this massive container ship. In fact, the pretty much the biggest container ship that's out there, this type of container ship, okay, that carries these big containers. In fact, so it was on the Suez Canal, okay, or Suez Canal, and I'm just showing it this way to make a point. And what the Lord showed me 2 years ago, when the USS Abraham Lincoln was going through this canal, and also then after that was the Truman, and we are following those because I knew such stuff was going to happen to them at some point. I didn't know it was going to be this year, but so it's coming this year, I believe, as I'm showing in my time frame in May. He was showing me that Suez is really, because I've been learning to look at things differently in the way the enemy looks at it, and how the elite share it and everything. But Suez is really backwards, exactly Zeus. Okay, so Zeus, it's the canal for Zeus, and more specifically, it's the birth canal. It's announcing a birth that's coming, and I'm going to prove that in many ways. It's the birth canal for Zeus is what the Suez Canal. I mean, are you kidding me? Suez is exactly backwards Zeus. That's not planned. Of course it is. Of course it is. So, and then you see this big. You see it says Evergreen. Okay, the company that kind of takes care of the navigation and everything of the ship and all that is, and where it goes, everything is called Evergreen Marine, which is totally crazy. And I'm going to show you the name of the ship here. It's called the Ever Given. And this is really crazy. I'm showing you this is all planned. This is not, of course, this blockage is all planned and everything else. But let's go here. So we got birth. And I've shared that birth is 57 so many ways. In fact, Stinky BO, he's number 57, and I've shared over 100 ways, including he had the 57th inauguration and many of a president and many other things. And because 5 plus 7 is 12 and 1 plus 2 is 3, he's ultimately 3. He's going to be birthed in the 3rd month, which is to lead to May, and many other reasons. So birth is also, canal is also 57. So if you see here, birth canal of Zeus. It's the birth canal of Zeus. That's what they're basically, and I'm going to show you more evidence of this, a lot more, okay? And then iPad Goat 2, exactly as it's shown in the video with the Roman numerals as 2, or 2 eyes basically, is 57 as well. Okay, that's not a coincidence. And I'm showing you how this is linked, and then these are shown ahead of time in this video that was made in 2012. And now we're at 2021, and I'm going to show many connections to the iPad Goat and how it's been shown ahead of time. Okay, so iPad Goat 2, again, this video predicts a bunch of things, but it's really not a prediction, because the people, the demons that were behind the guy or the group that made it, mainly Louis Lefebvre, who owns Heliofont, and he's the main. He got his his expertise and kind of his fame in being one of the key people that made animated Gollum, the character Gollum in Lord of the Rings. And at that point, he had probably one of the best depictions of an animated creature or animated thing in a live action movie. In fact, in different settings, this thing looked more real than anything so far, even with the live action of the actors around it and everything like that. He was a big part of that. And then he parlayed some of that experience into his own, his own company called Heliofon, and then he did this iPad Go thing. And he is a Mason. In fact, I have correspondence from a guy who was going back and forth with him in email, and that's between him and I left it at that. But I can say that basically in the correspondence between back and forth with them, that he is admitted in several ways that he is a Mason. So anyway, and so that's all predictive programming. The video is designed to basically program people when they see it for what the things that are coming, just like movies, TV, everything else. Okay, so it's just a coincidence that Zeus is 426, okay, and then canal is exactly backwards 624. And then see how English Sumerian and the exact reverse of English Sumerian is the exact reverse of this number. That's not a coincidence. So 624, which is also 66, because 4 plus 2 is 6, and we have 66, and then 624 this way. So 624 going this way, and 624 going this way, the exact reverse of this, and these ciphers are exact reverse of each other. So that's completely planned. And that's not a coincidence. That's a complete coincidence? No, I don't think so. Okay, and then iPad Go 2 is a 2012 Canadian animated short film written, directed, produced, and edited by Louis Lefebvre, who I'm talking about. And look at the release date, June 24th. Do you see that? 624 and 624, exactly backwards. That's all coincidence? Nope. And then if you take it a step further, so again, we have 6, 2 plus 4 is also 6, so we have 6, 6. And then this is hidden. This is what I've explaining about these numbers, and I've explained it. Wow, if I can talk. In other videos, 2 times 12. This is hidden. A lot of people don't know this. When you have a 3 or 4-digit number, they also can times things. 2 times 12 is 24, or 2 plus 4 is 6. So we literally have 666 in the date it was released. Why is that important? Because it's going to be have a relationship when these attacks happen. This is how this stuff works. When they have someone who dies that they ritualistically kill or whatever, there's a relationship from that day of their death to their day of their birth, or the day of the birth of the Antichrist, or all kinds of things. There's a relationship to birth and death, and that's it's really important for their symbolisms. But also, if you look at June 24th, it's also, like I've shared, iPad Goat is about, I'm pretty much sure I'm cracked it. It's about the 3 hearts. There's 3 hearts. There's a heart within a heart within a heart, a heart within a heart within a heart, basically, on the Antichrist chest. And the hearts are upside down W's, and they mean different things. They mean 555 because that's 3 of them, and they mean 666, and they mean 888. And I've shared those in my previous videos. Watch those if you haven't. And then basically, every time you go to a website anywhere, you go to www, and a W is a double U. So a U is 21. 21 and 21 is 2 plus 1 plus 2 plus 1 is 6. So 3 W's, www is 666. And then also a W is 23rd letter of the alphabet. So that's 2 plus 3 is a 5. So www is also 5. So every time anybody in the world goes to any kind of website on any kind of platform, internet, social media, whatever, they go, it's basically saying 555, 666, and then it's 888, because a W is also a double V. And a V is 22. A double V is 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 is 8. So a double V, and a double V is 888. And that's the transition code for the transition of the ages, is the 88 or the 888. So basically it's saying at the transition is the birth date of the Antichrist, which is 888, 555 is the dates. They're going to be, it's the day, the month, and the year, 555, and then he is 666. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. So also June 24th, 2012 is also, so we take June 24th, which is, now this is a key, this is a hidden key that's important. So we just took the dates and here, but there's a hidden thing that where they can multiply these things. Another hidden thing is that June is really the 4th month, right there, 4th month to the elites, because we're off by 2 months from the Gregorian to the Roman. So June is the 4th month. May before that is the third month. Like I said, he's born in the third month. He's 3. He's going to be born in the third month. And then June is the fourth month. So we got 4, and then 2 and 4. 4 plus 2 plus 4 is 10. And then right here we have 2 plus 1 plus 2 is 5. 10 plus 5 is 15. And like I said before, 15 is 5 plus 5 plus 5. So the date of iPad Goat release is super huge, and I've always known these dates for them are super huge because they point to the future dates of the attack. So the date is so the future attack dates have to be 666 and 555, or the main ones that they're pointing to. And so I'm going to show you this and how this connects. So iPad Goat 2 is 666 also. Another thing that connects to that code of 666 in the hearts and everything is the actual name itself. In simple, in English gematria, not simple English. So simple gematria is A equals 1, B equals 2, C equals 3. English Sumerian is each one is times 6. So instead of A equal 1, A equals 1 times 6, and then B equals 2 in simple. But in English Sumerian, B is 2 times 6 is 12. And you can see the breakdown here in the numbers. I mean, the letters here, and they're everything in simple gematria but times 6. If you didn't know that. So, and then iPad Goat 2 as so this is the Roman numeral 2, but this is the number 2, which it's shown all over the internet and everything as number 2, and kind of both, but mainly 2 because people just do it 2. They don't really realize that. iPad Goat 2 is 125. Well, what's 125? 125 is 5 times 5 times 5. Remember the 555? So iPad Goat 2 is 555, 5 times 5 times 5, and it's right here, obviously 666. Another thing that proves what I'm saying, that iPad Goat is showing 5 in the hearts, 555 and 666. It's also, again, 3 5s. This is another way of doing it. So you take away the 0, like I've showed you before, and then you have 3 5s, which is 555. That's another secret way they do it. For example, there's a lot of things with 42 and 24 associated with Stinky BO. Well, 24 is 2 4s because he's number 44. Or 42 backwards is 4 2s, and 2 plus 2 is 4, and 2 plus 2 is 4. So 42 or 24 are both saying 44 secretly. Okay, so let me show you this from literally the release of iPad Goat date to this first attack day, which is the 22nd and 23rd of May. But this is in this situation because May equals 5 in the Gregorian, and then 2 plus 3 is 5, and then 2 plus 1 is 5. So this date is 555 purely, just completely purely. And so from the release of iPad Go, which is, remember I showed you, it's a 555, it's 15, and it's 555, to this day, which is 555, is incredibly, because remember, the symbol, remember the 23rd day, if you watch my other videos, the 23rd day is the 5th day. The first day is the 19th, the second day is the 20th, and 21st, 22nd is the 4th day, 23rd is the 5th day, and how you know that is you just combine the numbers of the day, they call it compressing, and then you get the actual number. So 2 plus 3 is 5, so that's the 5th day. And then the 24th would be 2 plus 4 would be the 6th day, all the way, and so on and so forth. Okay, so from this date of iPad Go release to this date is exactly this. So backwards, it's May 5th, 2021. So see that? May, 2 plus 3 is 5th, 2023. See that? Or I should say 20, 2 plus 1 is 3. So 23. 5523 exactly backwards, and that's a coincidence? I don't think so. So that's a 555, which is the one of the this is a 555 like I showed you, to a 555, and to confirm that, the exact days in between are the exact date of this backwards, May 5th 2020 or 2021. So 23 basically. And Stinky BO, he wore a 23 jersey in high school supposedly, and that's showing 2021 because 2 and then 2 plus 1 is 3, so he's 23. So 2021 is 23. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. Sometimes I stumble over my words a little bit, but here we go. And then the other date that's in this timeline that nails this 100% is from, so you got from the release of iPad Goat to May 26th, 2021. May 26th is the attack on Trumbull and the U.S. carriers and things like that. There's going to be a Nuxels, Fossils, Flagsels, Nuxels, and Manhattansels, just getting rid of Trumbull. Okay, and so from iPad Go release to this date is exactly this date backwards. 8th day of 5th month of May 2021. I mean, it's uncanny. And then this is also right here is 666. Well, how is that? I'm going to show you. So remember, like I said, the 555 that this is has to go to a 555, and the 666 that this is as well. Remember, the iPad Go date is 555 and 666. It's got to go to a 666. So here it is. And then to confirm, both of these, the amount of days in between both dates are the exact day that is the ending date, but in a different way. It's an exact code. The 8th day of May 2021. The 8th day, 2 plus 6 of May 2021 is how you can say it either way. You can say it like a lot of the other the other world does in European countries. They say the day and then month and then year, which is really what it should be. It should be day, month, year. It should be month, day, year. I mean that's how America's all backwards on some stuff. It's kind of silly. It should be day, month, year. That's the progression. Why would you go month and then day and then year? But whatever. That's how they do it. Okay, so to illustrate this in a different way, I'm going to put iPad Goat's date of release, just like it is with Europeans, 24th of June, 2012, 24th of June, 2012, and then I put this last day, or the day of Trumple's demise, in a code just like I did with iPad Goat. Remember iPad Goat, when I got it into fives, I changed the June to the actual month it was to the elites. So June is the 4th month to the elites, and that's how I got to the 666. Well, I got to do the same thing with the ending date over here. So May 26 or 5/8, May 26, May is really the 3rd month to the elites. So we have 3/26/2021. Now, wait till you see how this comes together. This is insane. The Lord led me to this. I was so blown away. So now, let's compress numbers. So we got I'm bringing the 24 down, the 6 down here, and then again 2 times 12, like I did before, is 24. You can see that this is going to be 666 already. But let's do something down here. Now look right here. 3 times 2 is 6, and then we bring the 6 down, and then we have 2021. Now look over to the left here. Now we're going to keep this 24 here and keep this 6, and then 2 plus 4 is 6. Okay, and then now look over here. We're going to go 6. We're going to go 6, 6, and then what's this? 2 times 21 is 42. And then look at this. Do you see this? This is exact mirror of this. Exact mirror. If you start compressing both of them in a similar order, it's insane. It's exact mirror. And if you keep it going, you have both a 666. But look how this is exact mirror. This is another massive evidence to me. Hopefully you see what I'm saying. This is exact mirror of this. At this date, it's a mirror of this date. Another way that's proving that this is what this is pointing to, as well as going from that release date of iPad Goat to this date being the exact amount of days of this date representing this date. It's just insane. Hopefully that makes sense. It's phenomenal. This is more massive evidence for me that this is nailing it. And then the other date of 555 nailing or matching up with the iPad Goat date of 555 is also extraordinary. Okay, so let's go back to this evergreen, big old sign, billboard for evergreen. Why has it got evergreen on the side? Is that just chance? Is that just the name of one of the companies and it's plastered on the side for the world to see? No, it's not chance. It's all gematria. It's all hidden. It's all code. It's like I've shown many times. But look at this massive thing. Look how huge. It's the biggest type of carrier there is, container carrier there is. In fact, I'm going to get to this for a second. Suez Canal blocked is what a lot of articles said. So I just kind of basically made it very simple. And this is not pointing to the first attack day. Yeah. 1 times 54 is 54, or 1 plus 54 is 55. And those are both days. It's May, it's the 5th month and the 4th and 5th day, which equate to really to the elites 3 and then 22 and 23, or to us 5 May 22nd and 23rd. Okay, so this is literally 54 May 4th, or 1 plus May 4th would be 55. And then we have 55, and then we have 14 is really 1 plus 4 is 5, and 1 plus 4 is 5, 55, and 54. And 1 plus 4 is 5, 54. And then remember 9, you can just slash it right away, because anything you add 9 to stays the same, so we have 54. So you have 55s and 54s in here, because that's both attack days for Las Vegas, as I've shared many times, and I'm going to give you phenomenal evidence you will not believe in this video. If you really have if you are a thinking person at all and understand, and you are open-minded at all to the truth, you will see this knocks out of park, and you'll be. I'm still reeling from some of these. You won't believe it. I cannot wait to present this to you. It's insane. So that's insane. Literally, that's planned to show you these attack days of these 2 days, the first attack days. Okay, here it is. Again, we have evergreen, plaster on the side. But see how small it is right here? Do you see that? But then over here, it's so dang large. And so they made it bigger just for this event. This is normally how it looks, okay, in the past. So they made it specifically this big so for this event. Okay, and why? Because they're pointing to something. Now look at this. So you have evergreen, and then you have ever given. And that ever given also, it sounds very... It's to me it sounds very mythical and stuff. Ever given, so relating that to Zeus, ever given, and it fits for me. So it's also called, they call it in many articles, the world's largest container ship. What is that? And they also say it's nearly a quarter mile long. Those both match. Okay, how? Okay, so we have 729. So 4 plus 3 is 7, and then we have 29. And 729 is what? 729 is 529. Because, again, that's the code, is how you perceive it. So 729, let's say it was a date, so it's July 29th. Well, July to the elites is the 5th month. Remember, May is the 3rd month to the elites, and then the real 5th month to the elites is July. So July 29th would really be to the elites, 529. This is how they do this. So it's 529. So this whole thing is promoting several attack dates, mainly the first one and then the tsunami days. And that's very common for a particular gematria or an event, or even a shooting, or any kind of thing that's in media and stuff, to promote a few different events. Sometimes all of the ones in the 14-day birthing process I'm sharing from May 19th to June 1st. Sometimes 3 of them, sometimes 2 of them. Sometimes they promote the last one a little bit, sometimes the first one a little bit, or all of, it varies because of the nature of these numbers and things. They can't promote every single thing equally, because there are all kinds of numbers and letters and things, and so they can, anyway. So hopefully that makes sense. So 729 is really nice. And then check this out, man. I gotta speak more clearly. I'm a little bit off today. Okay, 15 right here, and then 7 plus 8 is 15. So 15 is what? If you just take, this is what they do a lot, just take the 5, 1 and reverse it, because sometimes they'll have one thing that they need to reverse inside. 5 and 1, I saw this right away, and that is May 11th, 2021, and this is May 11th, 2+9. And this is the real day. This is the symbolic day. I'm again tripping on my words here. May 11th, 2021. May 11th, 2+9 is 11. This is the actual day. This is the symbolic day and code, basically. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. And then look at this picture. I mean, this shows you how massive this thing is. And it, like I said, it's nearly a quarter mile long. It's insane. So this is perfect for this whole thing in so many ways. But look how massive this thing is. It's so huge. Again, nearly a quarter mile long. That's gigantic. In fact, I think it was even bigger than, and they had to say this a few times because they want to predictably program the attack, because they said it was bigger than the Empire State Building, and there's going to be an attack over there, and then some dates they're pointing to there. Anyway, it's crazy. So world's largest container ship also is 19.4. So again, you take the 9, you slash it out. 1 plus 4 is 5, and then you have a 4. Again, the attack day of May 4th or May 22nd is really what it's pointing to. Okay, because 2 plus 2 is 4. And then world's largest container ship also, again, is 6 plus 8 is 14, and then 1 plus 4 is 5. So it's hiding 225 or 522. And that's what 54 really is. It's 522. And so this is backwards, 522, the actual day of May 22nd. Crazy. And then the world's largest container ship, also in Jewish reduction, is 142. What's 142? The 142nd day of the year is, bing, ding, 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 May 22nd. Okay, so they're all pointing to May 22nd, all these right here. And that's all coincidence? And world's largest container ship was in a lot of articles, exactly that phrase? No, I don't think so. They're predictably programming this particular incident on this day. Okay, so let's look at the names. You see how Ever Given, which is the name of the ship, and then Evergreen, how they're so almost exactly the same? They're just a little bit different. mean, look at this. You got literally the E, the G, the N, the R. I mean, we got E, or the same name here, ever and ever, and then we have E, and then we just have it a little different right here. But I is 9, and R is 1 plus 1, 18, which is 1 plus 8 is 9. So we basically have a 9 and a 9 here, and this is the only difference. This is a 22, and this is a 5. This is crazy. There's so much going on here, but let me and I'll show you. But also, Ever Given, they also call it the MV Ever Given. So MV is M is the 13th letter, 1 plus 3 is 4, and the V is the 22nd. So guess what? That is 44. So because we're talking about the 44th pres, this is about his birth as Zeus to the world, or whatever. It's all hidden in so many ways, but not to the elite, not to the people or their minions, okay? So it's the MV Ever Given, and then it's called the company that kind of operates it, not the ones that own it. That's a Japanese company I'll get into. The ones that operate it are called the Evergreen Marine. And so I'm not going to get into these two just till the next slide here, but so we're talking about 44, and he's birthed on 55. So these two mean something else, but I'm just showing you the hidden things. Marine is literally backwards. E is 5, N is 14, 1 plus 4 is 5. I and R, like I told you, R is 18, 1 plus 8 is 9. You can scratch that out. I is 9, scratch that out. And then A is 1, M is 13, 1 plus 3 plus 1 is 5. So literally this is 5, 5, 5. 5, 5, 5. Because you can take these two, R and I are 9s, and take them out. So it's 5, 5, 5. So 4, 4, 4 is going to be birthed on 5, 5, 5. And because it's the birth canal of Zeus. Okay, that's what I'm showing. Okay, now let's get into Evergreen and Ever Given. These are the numbers for them. Do you see something right away? Do you see 555? Do you see 522? I mean, are you kidding me? Look at this. 522, 522, 522 backwards. 555. I mean, 5225. I mean, wow. There's 5225 just right there. If you just look at Ever, 1 plus 8 is 9. You can take that out. And you have literally May 22nd, 2021 is 5. Remember, 2021 is 5. 2 plus 2 plus 1 is 5. So literally, you have it right there. You also have it right here. You have a number of things. But now let me break these down individually and what they are. This is insane. So Ever Given is 522. And so these are the numbers here. Now let me break it down here. So we have 522. Okay, bring that down. And then we'll have a 5 brought down. But then 1 plus 8 is 9. And then we can just cross that out. Okay, then we'll bring the 7 down. We'll cross out the 9. And then we'll have these other ones here. Now, let me show you that. So 5, and then we're not bringing this down because that's 1 plus 8 is 9. That's how it works. And sometimes you can include it if you kind of get an idea of what's going on. There's a few different ways that you can figure these out, but a lot of times it's pretty self-explanatory to me once you know the stuff. 7, bring the 7 down. Again, we're not bringing this down because this is a 9, and we're going to not bring that because that's a 9. And then we're going to go like this. 2 plus 2 is 4, and then we're going to bring the 2 5s down. Okay, so watch. So then here we keep going. So what we have right here is 5/22, the first attack day. Then the next attack day on Stinky BO, like I've said, is 5/7. So this is the actual day, and this is the symbolic day, which is the 25th, 5/7. The 25th is 2 plus 5 is 7. And then so we have that day, and then we have plus 4, which is 5/11. And then we have the last day, which is 5/5. Well, how's the last day of 5/5? So June 1st, 2021 is 5. So just keep that in your back pocket. 2021 is always 5. 2 plus 2 plus 1 is 5. So June 1st is, again, June's really the 4th month. Okay, so 4 plus the 1st, 4 plus 1 is 5. So June 1st, 2021 is 5/5. So there we have the first attack day. We have the middle, in a sense, we have the very middle attack day. And then we have the 5/11, because we just had a 4 to the 7, 5/11, which are the tsunamis. And then we have the last attack day, which are the nukes that finally destroy the United States. It's right there. It's crazy. Okay, it's really crazy. Okay, so now let's go into Ever Given. Again, look how similar this is. It's really crazy. Okay, you think this is all coincidence with these numbers and the 522s? And I've been talking about the 522 and 523 attacks for like a year and a half now, almost 2 years, about a year and a half. Okay, I mean, are you kidding me? And then this all comes up. I don't think so. So again, we're not going to bring down the 1 and 8. We're going to bring down the 5. We're going to bring down, and then I'm going to do this a little bit differently. So what I'm going to do here is we're taking 7 plus 9 plus 2 plus 2 is 29. Okay. Actually, you know what? I take that back. This is what it was. I'm literally doing it this way to show you, because it could be just an 11, and I can pull that down, or I can go 1 plus 8 is 9, plus 7 is 16, plus 9 is 25, plus 2 is 29. So it's 529. Literally, remember I was 511, it was the 7 and then the 4, which made it 511. This literally spells it out, 29. The actual date. So we have 522 in the actual attack date, an actual exact perfect, not a symbol, an actual attack date. We have an actual attack date at 529, and then now we bring this one just a symbol still, but it's not June 1st, technically the exact day to the masses, but it's still in code. Because they can't do that on everything. I mean, because words vary, letters, numbers vary for different things that they're showing. They can't, then if they did that, they have to make everything exactly the same or very similar. Hopefully that makes sense. So that is incredible. Literally, that's the first attack day. This is the kind of a little past the middle, but this is a major attack day. Like, this is one of their most major, because that's when the time changes. That's when the tsunamis happen. That's when the portals open. That's when we go from the age of grace to the day of the Lord, and the next 1,000 years. And so the seventh day, as the Bible would say, it was the seventh day of creation, which was creation, or the seventh day he rested. It's going to be the seventh day, the day of the Lord, beginning with the tribulation, and then finally ending with the millennial reign of Christ coming into existence. So, and that'll go for the rest of the 1,000 years, because the 1,000 years starts on this day. Okay, this day / 529 / 530. But again, this is very symbolic. 511 is more symbolic than the 530 necessarily, but 530 is backwards 3 5s. Anyway, here we go. So we have both of these. You see how close these are? It's really phenomenal. So remember, I did down here, I did all these letters together to make 29. But if I did it similarly the way I did up here, the difference between these two is that's 522 the same, that's 57 the same, and this is 55. But the difference is 4 and 5, 1 digit difference. I'm sorry, that's chance? No, that is planned. And then again, 5, 7 plus 4 is 11. And this way, 5, 7 plus 5 is 12. And literally the tsunami days are the 11th day and the 12th day. So literally this shows you both tsunami days. Both show you the attack on Stinky BO. They just miss a couple. They miss mainly the Trumpled attack day. And that's it as far as the major attack days. They just missed that one. But you can't have everything and everything. I mean, you just can't. You got to, because words are so different and everything. But this is a showcase of their attack days. It's crazy. Hopefully you see this. This is mind blowing. The Lord led me this. He is amazing. It's from Him. I'm telling you. Okay, so here we go. Again, this is Evergreen, and what I'm going to show you here as well is in Evergreen you have they do this once in a while, and I can see that these need to be switched. They do this once in a while. A couple things need to be switched, but usually it's just one thing just switched here. So that's 5 comes down here. And then we have 8 plus 7 is 15, okay? And then you're not going to take down the 9. And we have the 5 and the other 2 5s. So what is this? This is a couple things, but watch this. So this is basically 5/20/21, or May 2021, and then we have 5/11 and then 55. I mean, this is another way of doing it, because you're showing it, but it's also the 11th of May 2021, but in 2021 is backwards. And then you show the last attack date. There's just so many ways to do it. But but then if you do it this way, another way is, hey, I didn't count this 9, but now I'm going to bring it down, and I bring it down with that, and then 1 plus 1 is 2, and then that's 529. But I just did it this way to show you an example. You can literally take it out, and then you bring it right back in, and that's kind of how math can work as well. You take something out, and you can bring it right back in, because you can't it's harder to use at the time, because it kind of messes up your flow of thinking, and then you can bring it back in. Hopefully that makes sense. But that's phenomenal. That's insane. So there's just a few different ways of doing that thing, but the dates are in there. I mean, hopefully you can see that. And then so here we have the canal obstruction, literally. So you see the dates here. March 23rd, which is 323, okay, and it ended on 329. Now keep this in mind. This happened only because of these dates. So March 3 is really the third month, which is May. So it's hinting at what's coming up in May. So May 23rd, and May being the third month, 29th. Like I showed you, May 29th. That's what this is really showing. I'm going to prove it. Okay, so bam. This is iPad Goat. Seen an iPad Goat. And I often wondered, I've kind of figured out a bunch of things. Like this I believe also is the Strait of Hormuz. And this has to do with oil kind of slowing down when World War III starts. There's a number of things going on. This literally is the big island of Hawaii, and this is a lot of times there's a lot of clouds right over Hawaii like this. This is actually this is a rabbit, white rabbit stretched out, but it's also ships that are going to get destroyed as well by a tsunami wave and everything. But it's also there's a lot of things going on here. I've talked about it in my videos, but I wondered why this thing was here exactly, and I tried to figure out what this was, and I could not believe it when I saw this blockage on the Suez Canal with the ship. I'm like, I had a feeling it had something to do with this. In fact, if you look at it, the Suez Canal from the vantage point of the ship, there's parts of it that kind of go like that. It looks like that. It's really crazy. From the ground view, not from high, it looks really long and kind of more narrow. But if you look at it from the ground view, it looks more like that. So that's still even possible as far as that goes. Now watch this. You won't believe this. But literally, I saw this and I knew about the Zeus and Suez. Zeus is Suez backwards. Okay? And then we have an S right here. You see for Suez? And then if you distort this, this is a Z because it's got very sharp lines. It's an S and a Z. So I basically grabbed a section of this the Lord led me to, and then watch this. So I'm going to take this and put it sideways here, and you see the S, and can you also see a backward Z? Well, hopefully you can, but watch this. This blew my mind when I put these together. I could not believe it. This is how they do this stuff. They hide it in these imagery. It's just crazy. So if you literally put the mirror of this, do you see this? Literally, this is the bottom of the ship. Okay, this is how a bottom of a ship looks like. It's just, and then it's stuck in a canal. Do you see that? It's stuck in a canal. Now, it could have went this way somehow, maybe, but this is the way they chose to do it, where it's literally stuck. It looks like it's stuck in a canal. This is like a canal right here, and it's stuck in here. And then check this out. This is an S, and this is a Z. So you could basically just kind of add the U and the E. And by the way, UE is 215. There's so much, which is 3 5s. I mean, it's just, but there's so much going on here. Okay, now watch this. To even more confirm that in several ways, watch this. So right here, okay, right here, these things right here are 3, 2, 3. Remember, I showed you it started on March 23rd is when it first got jammed in there. And look, there's the exact date, 3, 2, 3. Now, what's crazy about this is, okay, this is a 3, 2. Now, this 3 is different than this 3. Why? Because there's something else going on here. Now, what I want to show you first, though, is this right here. See this? What does this look like? Can you see that? That is an E. Do you see that? Now, I'm going to show you. But before I do that, I forgot my order. Is 323 is Stinky BO. Not only is the date, because all his gematria, I've proven, and I've shared some of it, all of his gematria are the attack dates. And so it's 323 being really May 23rd. Okay? And that's showing exactly him. Again, he is Zeus, or Suez backwards, okay? Okay, it's 323, 323, but it's also, again, 323 is 523, because it's May to the masses, and it's to lead is 3. Now watch. Right here is that E I was showing you. Now, well, now I put this backwards too. So remember it was Suez. Let me go backwards. Suez, see right here? Suez, but backwards it's Zeus. You see that? And I just added the E and the U. It's crazy. Okay, and here's the E. Now watch. See that E? Now we have an E right there. So what happens, what this is saying is 323 is 523, because E is the 5th letter. It's not just doing it once, it's doing it twice, because down here, see how this 3 is different than this 3? Like this got a fat thing right here, and this is a sharp little middle of the 3. That's why is this fat and more stylized? Because this is hiding a 5. Now look, 5. See that in there? I hope you can see that. There's a 5 exactly there. Literally that flat spot right here, and that kind of square spot right there is how it goes with a 5 right there. A 3 doesn't have a square spot right there necessarily, or at least that big, but you can see how it is a 3 because it's manipulated, but it also there's a 5 right in there, and there it is. So literally we have 323 is 523, or 323 is 523. I mean, they show it a couple times, so it confirms itself. This is how this stuff works. Hopefully you see that. I mean, I'm telling you, it is there. Like, oh man, it's clear as it could be for me. Hopefully you see what I'm saying. It's phenomenal. And the boat shape, I mean, are you kidding me? Okay, so how did MV Ever Given get stuck? The Ever Given was stuck near the Egyptian city of Suez, about 3.7 miles north of the canal's southern entrance. It was a single lane section of canal about, again, this is all predictive programming, 985, and I'm going to show you, 985 feet wide. Its owners originally said high winds in the sandstorm pushed the ship sideways, wedging it into the both banks of the waterway. I call BS, Barry Soetoro, on that. It's all planned. That's not what happened, because it just, in fact, I didn't even do high winds because it's probably no, I guarantee it's Gematria. But here, so why is it near Egyptian city? Because Stinky BO is Akhenaten. He is. He's a clone of Akhenaten, like I've shared. And then why is it 100 or 985? Because 9 plus 8 is 17. It's 175 backwards. It's 57 times 1 is 57. He's Mr. 57, like I showed you earlier. Okay. And also, a few days later, well, it's like a week and a half later, Egypt parades 22 mummies through Cairo, showing off ancient heritage and putting Pharaoh's curse myth to rest. There's so much gematria in this. In fact, I was going to include this particular article, because every single paragraph, the whole paragraph is gematria for these times, like I'm showing you. It just, I couldn't fit it all in, because this is always going to be over 2 hours, probably. Maybe on my next video I will, I don't know. And literally this, of course, is this about, remember I said this is about Stinky BO right here, because he's Akhenaten. But also, check this out. So this all happened on what? April 4th, which is 4/4. Okay, 4/4. And the attack day of 4th of May 2021 is right here as well. Are you kidding me? I mean, and we have 4/4/5, and we have 4/4, 44. And this is not about him. I mean, are you kidding me? And literally, they did this crazy procession going from one place to another, with these mummies in these crazy looking cars. And it was just so symbolic and surreal, really. I mean, when you look at this stuff, it's, you can check out the article yourself. Just look up, do a search for this. Egypt parades 22 mummies through Cairo, and that's all you need to do, and you'll find the article. But maybe I'll show it. But every single paragraph, and even each subject matter inside the paragraph, was all gematria for these attacks. It was another massive case I could have brought, but it would require a lot more explanation. So I'm not going to do that. So again, Stinky BO is Obama Akhenaten, which is 666. If you look at this, his nose is exactly the same. This is the most accurate bust or face of Akhenaten there is. And then his lips are exactly the same. And look at the crease right there. It's exactly the same. Are you kidding me? Then, of course, from here, his eyes more stylized. And then it goes ridiculous, like he's a god from here. So everything's really off there. But right in here is where the cast was perfect. And it literally is the exact replication of him. He is in many ways. That's why the Antichrist, the Bible says in Revelation 13:18, it's the number of a man who is a beast. It's a number of a man. 666 is a man and a beast. And what is a man and a beast? A clone of a man is a man and a beast, because a clone is not really technically a human. Technically, didn't come from where it's supposed to come from. Okay, so it's a man and a beast, and Akhenaten is exactly Barack Obama, just like Jesus said in Luke 10:18. I see lightning, Satan as lightning falling from heaven, and lightning falling from heaven, exactly in Hebrew, is Barack Obama. I'm sorry, or Barack Obama is B-O-B, or Bob. He's Bob. What's up, Bob? Anyway, I wait till I show you that. Okay, so the tank, or the container ship, stopped right there, and they said, remember in that article, it said 3.7 miles. Well, that's exactly when the attack is going to be on Stinky BO. 3 being the 3rd month of May, and the 25th being the 2 plus 5 is 7. So that's, again, that's his number. That's another one of his numbers. And that's where it's up. And that was on 323, okay? And then it was unstuck on the 29th, okay, so-called, which is May 29th, then that's when it gives birth. See, it's in the canal, and it comes out, it gives birth. Here's the opening, and that's birth at 529, like I've said so many times, so many videos for so long now. That's what's going on. It's literally giving birth, and I'm going to prove it even more. So check this out. Again, Ever Given, okay, remember it's 323, but that's also, remember the 23rd day is the same as the 22nd day, and we have the 29th day right here, the birth of the 29th day, and then this is the final day here, which, it's not here, but they're showing these two major days, two attack days, as representing a death. That's his death and birth. Okay, in fact, this 3/7 is right in the middle between 323, then 325, and then 329. But that's just another symbol of it being more basic. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. It's crazy, the stuff. Okay, so this thing, so literally, as it gets dislodged up here, that same day, it comes down, it births out of this canal, and it lands right here, and it was there for a few days. But it definitely was completely got out of the canal on 329 and went into this body of water right here. What's this? Well, let me show you this first. Now, one of the major coordinates, there's two major coordinates, of course, but this one I want to show you. The second coordinate, that has to do with the longitude, was phenomenal. Okay, this is phenomenal. Literally, do you see this? This is 323 here. This is 529 here. This is 511 here. Because 511, after the point, this is a mirror date. 511 is 529. I mean, and we have 323 here. And then we even have, this is even more phenomenal, because we literally have 8 plus 5 is 13. And what's that? Look at this. 8 plus 5 is 13. So we have a 1 and a 3 right here. So it's 323, and the point being the slash, and then we have 329. So that was when it started, and that's when it ended. It's right here, among other things. I mean, we have 529, which is 329, but literally you take the 8 plus 5, you make a 13, and then that is a 1 and a 3, because remember, 1 can be a slash, so we have a 13 right here. The 1 is a slash, and they have 329, and then we have 3.23 backwards. It's another mirror, because this is the mirror right here. Again, the slash is a mirror sometimes too. 323 and 329 going that way. I mean, are you kidding me? And this also shows that 529 is 329. I mean, wow, it's just, hopefully you see what I'm saying. It is mind-blowing, the intricacy of some of this stuff. Now, this is called the Great Bitter Lake. And that's where it was born on 923. Again, he'll technically be born because he'll die on the 25th, and then 4 days later, the portal will open, and then the Lucifer, or Satan, what it basically, will be cast out of heaven through the silver gate, and he'll be falling like lightning, and he'll go into Stinky BO on the 4th day, because he's 4, and Stinky BO is 44, and then 3 days later, in a sense, he'll be presented to the world, and that's on the last attack day somehow. Okay, so but it's a total of from his death to his presentation of from the death to when he's resurrected, technically by lightning going into him or whatever, the enemy going into him. That's 4 days, and then 3 days after that. In a sense, the 3 days of resurrection is the final day, which is June 1st. So anyway, that's what's going on there. I'm telling you, you'll see. Great Bitter Lake happens to be 329. Just a massive coinkydink. And then Great Bitter Lake is also 57. And like I showed you, remember that 3.7 miles is 5.7. And there it is, Bitter Lake. And Great Bitter Lake is also 525. And that's what 5.7 is. It's hiding 525, and that's the actual date, May 25th. And this is May 29th, it being the third month to the elites. But here's the actual day right here. Boom, right here. And that's what they're showing. There's far more going on there. I can't show you all the numbers. There's so many numbers in so many ways. I mean, if I showed you all the 44s and everything, or another thing they do is that's in everything is 114. And 114 is 11 times 4, which is 44. And that's his number. I mean, come on. But I'm not going to show you because I'm making certain points. But it's literally almost every single thing is 114 somehow. It's off the charts. And there's so many numbers I could show. It'd just be so boring probably. Okay, now I'm getting to this mega thing that you will not believe. This is a mega find. Why the 4th and 5th days, or the 22nd and 23rd of May? Why Las Vegas, and why a meteor, or maybe multiple meteors? I'm going to say that, okay? But meteor as far as the symbol, the meteor. So the meteor can be plural, or it can be, singular in that way. So why? They're linked perfectly. And the dates are perfectly linked. Now let me show you this. This is incredible. Hopefully you see this. This is mind blowing, off the charts. This is some of the stuff I'm going to show you from here on are going to be wow. Wow, wow, wow. Here we go. Ready? So Las Vegas backwards is the key. So again, they show things upside down, backwards, or both to hide things, conceal things. They throw in some other numbers and different things to conceal things like 9s and 1s and all that stuff. And then you gotta know how this stuff works. Now let me show you. This is phenomenal. So now here, look at this. We're gonna go 9 plus 1 is 20, and then we're gonna bring down the 7, then we go 522. So again, 19 plus 1 is 20, and then 7. But right here is very obvious. We're going to just leave this right here because the 522 just sticks out. I mean, I already know this stuff. It obviously sticks out like crazy. And then we're going to take the 2 plus 7 and get rid of it. And the 0, we're just going to throw it away. So we're going to make it just 522. Because again, you can just get rid of those. So it's about, again, also when you're doing math, there's some things you can get rid of and you can slash out. It's just the way it works. Okay, now over here, hopefully you've seen this. This is insane. Then 19 plus 1 is 20. And then we have 21. And then we have 522, 20, 21. And that's the exact date I've been saying for a year and a half. And it's in Las Vegas backwards exactly. I mean, not even the code or anything. Not even 5420, 545, which is a massive code, or whatever. It's literally May 22nd, 2021. I am stunned. I'm still stunned. I got goosebumps right now. Literally, I've got goosebumps. I'm looking at my goosebumps right now. You should be blown away. And then check this out. It's not just Las Vegas, it's Nevada's got something too. So Las Vegas backwards, but Nevada forward is this. Watch it. Do you see the 522 right away? I mean, how is this possible? I saw it in iPad Go initially in the Apple roll, and I saw just imagery. I saw a dead face, and I saw a meteor going through, and then I basically knew it was either the 4th or the 22nd because it was the 4th day, but I knew, and literally in the V I saw there was a V with that. A V is a 22, and it's also, because it's 22nd letter of the alphabet, it's also 5 in Roman numerals, so it's 522. Does that make sense? It's crazy. And then I have this massive confirmation now that's off the charts, and I'm going to show you even more in this video. It's insane. So let's do it this way. So literally we have 1 plus 4 is 5. We have the 5, and we bring the 22 down. We have to bring the 1 down, and 4 plus 1 is 5. Look at this. We have May 5th, 2021, and backwards we have May of 2021. I mean, you can read things backwards, exactly backwards, or you can just go do this and then do this. This whole thing, do this whole thing, and then this whole thing. So it is May 5th, 2021, and May 2021. It's a mirror date because, they have, this is the center of 2021 being the center, and you can read it either way this way. And then, so we have May 5th, and then look over here. In Las Vegas, we have May 4th. Or the actual date of May 22nd. So this is symbolic, of course, being the 5th, which is really the 23rd. Okay, and even just generally, May of 2021 this way. But in between both Las Vegas and Nevada, we have both attack days, the 22nd and the 25th, 23rd, sorry, which is 2 plus 3 is 5, the 5-5 and the 5-4. I mean, wow, it's shocking. It's shocking. The Lord is amazing. Thank you, Lord Jesus. Thank you, Lord Jesus. You're incredible. I'm 99.99% sure this is happening. I mean, from all the stuff I'm going to even show you here, you won't believe. Okay, so there we go. Boom. Now, let's look at meteor backwards. This is how this relates to Las Vegas and Nevada. I mean, are you kidding me? So look, right away you can see 8 plus 1 is 9, so we can get rid of that, okay? Then we're going to bring this down. Now watch. We're going to bring that down like that, okay? And then we're going to look at this. We got 2, 5, 3, what's going on there? So we got 2, 5, and then 3 plus 1 is 4. So here we go right here. Watch. Then boom. I saw right away that this needs to be switched. This is, again, they do one switch a lot of times. So you switch that, okay? And then we bring these other ones down. And then look at this. We literally have, remember it was 2021 on the other one. Now we have 5-5-21. Again, this is backwards. They do this a lot. And then we have 4-5 or 5-4-21. So 4th of May, exactly backwards. You can do this exactly backwards. 4th of May, 21. Or 5th of May, 21. And this is backwards, okay? So, yeah, this is not backwards. But they can't make it correct both ways. But they do that. Again, it's still somewhat hidden because this one's still backwards to this side, but this side is exactly right. 4th of May, 2021, or 5th of May, or May 5th, 21, that's backwards. So both days in meteor. And so we have both days in, I'm not going to go back. We have both days in each Las Vegas and Nevada, and then meteor is associated to Las Vegas and Nevada because it's got both days in it. I mean, this is just off the charts, incredible. Hopefully you see that. You should be blown away that you even know this. I'm blown away that I even be privileged to know this, that the Lord put this on my heart and show me this, because this is what's going to happen. I'm telling you, you'll see. And it's just still a possibility I could be wrong about the date somehow, but I'm pretty sure this is nailed. I mean, literally, we have the year, the day, and the month, and each one is a 5, or I mean, one's a 4 too, but literally the main dates are 555. I mean, and the first day and the last day are 555. I mean, it's just whoa, whoa. Oh man, Lord Jesus, you're just incredible. So I want to show you this on our money going back years ago. This is the $20 bill, had the Oklahoma City thing right here, and then we also had the two things here. The 11th of September on the 2000 thing, one thing, right, and then we had the Pentagon thing right here, and this is all in these money. If you just basically fold them long ways and then just fold them up in the center, and they basically look like a pyramid. If you take a line and draw it right here, and take a line and draw it right here, it's a pyramid. It's a one-dimensional pyramid. But if you take a line, draw it here, take a line, draw it there. I mean, he shows a pentagram here, but it's really a pyramid in my view. But whatever. Literally, and Jonathan Kleck has done a ton about these things, and he's showing these things, and then other people went off that, but he's deserves the credit on all this. So this is the different attacks here. We have, again, what things I've shown you, and this is in pictures and even in movies. Look at it in movies. Look at this. This is the Hoover Dam breaking. Okay, and here it is on the $50 bill. Literally, it is showing water gushing out between this. It looks very similar to Hoover Dam. And then we have here on the 10 and on the $100 bill, we have a nuke going off here, nucleus. Yeah, I don't want to see it. And then there's water rushing through these buildings, it looks like. And there's even water going over this building right here. And I'm telling you, it's all right here. I'm going to show you individually real quick. So like I said, this is the two things, two towers here. And then we have these different explosions. This is the Pentagon right here being attacked. This is the Oklahoma thing right here. And over here we have, this is the Hoover Dam right here. Hoover Dam. I mean, seriously. And then 10 and 100, we've got water going over the top of buildings right here. You can see that. And you have a mushroom cloud thing right there, and water going over the top of buildings. You should look this up. Look up that. Watch the video. This is so crazy. He literally takes this, and because of the way these are I guess cross-hatched, or however you say this, the way they're drawn on here, you literally do 3 different levels of magnification, and then you put them in an order, and literally you see an animated waves going over the thing. It's so crazy. Oh my God, you got to watch that if you get a chance. Just look, Jonathan Kleck. Again, I don't agree with everything he says. Like anybody, I'm gonna make the disclaimer on anything. There's some things he says, and he's really right on. Other things I'm not as, keen on, maybe so. But he's my brother, and I don't, whatever. So I don't judge people as much as a lot of people do. I let the Lord do that, and I just glean from people what I can, and I do my best to love them as best I can. I mean, but that's it. People disagree. There's different things. Anyway, so that's how I'm leaving it. That's how I'm leaving it. I don't want comments on that one bit, or I'll delete you. People have different views on things. And everything doesn't mean you can't agree on certain things. And that's the problem with this world. Because people have a little bit different stuff, they go, oh, they're horrible, or they're wolf in sheep's clothing, or something like that. I'm done with that stuff. So anyway, and then look at this. This is phenomenal. I mean, literally, he's shown this as well. So through this, the way the money has this, what do you call it? Elliptical like looking shape. It's literally how you view it from this arch. And these are evil demonic arches. I mean, they're the gate of Baal, or whatever, or the, what do you call it? The, I can't think of it, the Arch of Baal. I mean, literally. And then look, there it is. They're being attacked. You can see it right through here. These are the buildings going, in flames. I mean, it's right there on the $20 bill. And then here it is. There's the Pentagon right here, right? And there it is. I mean, it's almost identical. It's so crazy. And then of course the Pentagon's. But anyway, so what I want to show you here is this is the breaking of the. And it's been predicted in movies and everything. I mean, I was just thinking about San Andreas. I mean, an earthquake, which going to be caused by, I'm saying, meteors. Excuse me, a massive earthquake. because my meteor is hitting the ground on one big, huge meteor, whatever, it's going to cause the Hoover Dam to break. I'm telling you, it's going to happen. It's going to happen someday, whether it's this time I'm saying or not. But it's just not a coincidence that right on here is the 50 and the 50, and then right here is 5-5, May 5th, and that's the date I'm saying. May 23rd, which is 2 plus 3 is 5, so it's 5-5. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? No, not. Anyway, so and then here we go. Hoover Dam backwards. Again, do you see something here? Do you see 522 right here? I mean, seriously, what? Okay, watch this craziness. So we have 3 plus 1 is 5. Then bring the 4 down. 5-4. Oh, there's it. May 4th. So far. And then again, 8-1 is 9. So get rid of that. 5-2-2 down. Okay. I'm going to keep going here. So it'll be the 5-1 and then the 5. And then 1 plus 8 is 9. So we get rid of that. Okay, this is, you just want to get rid of certain things. And again, knowing the overall context of what's going on, seeing ahead of time kind of what is being said, I can kind of figure it out. So, and having the understanding I have, I'm just the way it is. So, and keep bringing it down and watch. Well, now listen, this was very obvious. I saw 2021 in this, so I knew these had to be switched. And again, by experience and other things, it's very obvious. Again, that's just one switch. Notice each thing is just one switch. Okay, now boom, here we go. Now watch this. So that's 5-22 and then 1 and 5. So that's May 2021, or again, May 5th, 2021. I mean, are you kidding me? And then watch this. I'll bring this guy down over here. And so this is what it is. It's May 4th, 2021 is in code. 545 is a code. Or May 5th, 2021 is another way of doing it. It's still coded, but we have the exact year here, and we have the exact year compressed right here. So we have May 4th, 2021, 2 plus 2 plus 1 is 5, or May 5th. We have both days, though. We have May 4th and we have May 5th. And we have 2021 compressed into 5, and we have 2021 just like this without a 0. But it's both days. I mean, oh, man, you got to see this. I mean, this is happening. I mean, I'm so, wow. Oh, man. It's hard for me not to say it's not going to happen. I mean, because these are phenomenal. I mean, how is this possible if it's not completely planned? There's no way. And if you believe in massive coincidence upon massive coincidence upon massive coincidence upon massive coincidence, and me saying that forever, then go ahead. Believe it. Okay, fine. But I'm telling you, the proof is going to be when it happens. And then you better start believing in the truth and who is behind the truth, being Jesus, the truth. He is the way, the truth, and the life. And I'm telling you, you don't believe that right now. That's okay. You'll see it. And the only way out of this craziness that's coming is through him. God's designed designed life that way. And especially with what's coming, there's no safe place. You can't shoot your way out. You can't stock up food your way out or to survive and everything like that. The elite have all that planned. They have all that figured out way past you. Your only chance is in Christ. I'm telling you, you'll see. Okay, so we have Skull and Bones. Okay, that's Yale University, New Haven, Connecticut, and they love that. Again, down here is, you can't really see that well, but it's 322 code. And the Lord told me a couple years ago that 322 represent the days of destruction. It was multiple days. It was days of destruction, of death. And I'm going to show that to you. Now we have George Herbert Walker Bush right here, and some famous people like even John Kerry, who was the Secretary of State for a little while, and he ran against Bush, I think, wasn't it? Anyway. The second time or something, whatever, against somebody, I can't remember. Anyway, who cares? I mean, that politics stuff, it's ridiculous. People believe that stuff anymore. But anyway, the point is that these people run the show behind the scenes, and this was a big one. And literally, it's all this. The Skull and Bones thing is all over this gematria. It's really crazy because they're really instrumental in this stuff. In fact, I've shared before, there's a lot of evidence. Some people have brought tons of evidence that George H.W. Bush was one of the key figures that offed Kennedy, that removed Kennedy. And there's photos taken. He was actually there, and he was in the CIA at the time and everything. But anyway, long story short, I'll pass that. But look at this. George Herbert Walker Bush is 125. Now I'm going to break down what 125 is right now. I already shared that it's 5 times 5 times 5, but let me show you what it is. It is many things. 125 is an extraordinary number. It is the 125th day, which is May 5th. Okay, May 5th. The 125th day is May 5th every year except for a leap year. And 125 is 5 times 5 times 5. 125 is also 1 plus 2 is 3, or 3 fives. So it's 3 5 being May 5th. Okay, because 1 plus 2 is 3, May being the real third month, or being the real third month, and then 5th. So it's May 5th. It's 3 fives, which is 555. Again, 125 is 555, 5 times 5 times 5, but it's also 3 fives, which is 555 also. It's also May 12th, backwards, May, and then you just say 12. You don't have to say it, look at it exactly backwards. It's just you do this first, and then you do the 12 next, okay? It's also May of 21. Generally, May of 21, as in 2021. So it's a phenomenal number, and George Bush encompasses that in this gematria. I mean, are you kidding me? And so every time when you see that, you know, hey, it's, and then this 322, I'm going to get into that here. Watch this. So it's not only skull and bones, it's more technically and accurately skull and crossbones, of course. Skull in there, and the bones are crossed. And that's, you know, that's on the pirate ships, you know, there's a lot going on with that as well. But anyway, so look at this example. This is insane. So skull and crossbones in English is said as 1105. Remember 511 being the tsunami days? But look at this. Las Vegas, Nevada is 1105. The exact cipher, the exact number. And they're both referring to another date besides Las Vegas being attacked. But it's also Las Vegas being attacked because 11 times 5 is 55. And that's 55 is May 5th, which is the attack on Las Vegas. But it's also referring to May 11th, which is May 29th. Also, skull and crossbones is 223, which is exactly backwards 322. And 223 is also 2 times 2 plus 3 is 5. So 2 fives. 2 fives. Get it? 2 plus 3 is 5. So 2 fives is 55. And that refers to the attack there. And it also refers to this attack on 511, which is 5 times 11, which is 55 also. Oh my goodness. And then skull and bones is 1. So you have skull and crossbones, right? Which is this up here, which is 511. And guess what? Skull and bones is 149. And the 149th day of the year is 529. My birthday, which is 511. And it's the actual day, 529, which is symbolically 511 because 2 plus 9 is 11. And also 529, my birthday, which is 511. Again, 2 plus 9 is 11. It's also backwards 923 because May is really the third month. So 529 is really 329. And backwards is 923. And that's in many hundreds of movies and TV shows, 923. Look up that code. Look it up on YouTube, 923 in movies, and you'll find it hidden in every freaking movie there is. And the 511 code is massively notorious, as I've shown many. So it's everywhere too. So they're both. This is nailed. I'm sorry, but I think it's pretty sure it's nailed. Yale University, 522 exactly backwards. May 22nd, the attack day. Remember I said it, I showed you it just match exactly, skull and crossbones match exactly Las Vegas, Nevada, and that's the attack on 522. Are you kidding me? And then New Haven, Connecticut, it's just a little bit of a mix-up of 322, and there you go, 322. That's a coincidence? A Lester Crowley cipher? I don't think so. And then look, New Haven, Connecticut is also, look at this. It's 225 or 522, and then we have another 2. So this shows you in here that it's 522, but also 5 plus 2 is 7, and 722 is 522 because if you equate it to a date, again, July 22nd, July to the lead, it's really the 5th month, so it's really 522, and it's showing you right here what it really is. So the difference between the elites calendar and the calendar that they give to the masses is 2 months. So it's literally showing you the hidden thing that they do, because 722 is really 522. Hopefully that makes sense. It's crazy. Okay, let's keep going. Now I want to show you this. This is a video, This is a commercial for Jose Cuervo, and it's called Last Days or something. Jose Cuervo Last Days. I mean, are you kidding me? Last Days, because this attack on Las Vegas is going to begin. It's going to be the first attack of these days. I mean, we could have some lesser things on May 19th and maybe even each day after that, but the major attacks are going to kick off on the 22nd/23rd of May. And watch this. The lady that in Curlers in the beginning of the movie, most people assume she says, it's coming, but she literally says, he's coming, it's coming. So she's talking about the Antichrist, and that's why she says he's coming. But most people can't tell because of psychologically, there's no reason to believe that she'd say he's coming, because it's all, events and things, and catastrophe and things like that, and these meteors coming down and things. But then she said it's coming the second time, so then people think, oh, it's coming. She said it's coming, kind of really quick in your mind. It's a psychological crazy thing. Another thing is it's really because Stinky BO is a he in a sense, but he's also an it because he's a beast. He's a man and a beast, and so she's literally letting the cat out of the bag by saying he's coming, it's coming, and people just assume she's saying it's coming, it's coming. But so watch this and watch the whole thing and pay real attention. I'm going to break some things down. Let me start it all over.
The end of civilization is upon us. Hold your loved ones close.
Okay, by the way, on the top there, when I start playing this video, it cuts off the G's, so it looks like Kamina, but it's really it's coming as you saw earlier. But there's so much going on in here, it's crazy, and as you see, really. Let me go to the next thing here. So anyway, so she, in fact, I'll probably include a link to this video as well, so you can look at this really well if you want. Well, I'm not gonna. You can look it up if you want. It's called Jose Cuervo. Last Days or something like that. Okay, so this lady is freaky. She's literally in curls. But by the way, a lady in curlers is something else. I'm not going to get into that right now. It's so there's so much I could get into. And she's wearing pink, and Obama's all about pink. Literally an iPad goatee sitting in a pink chair, and then he has an ultraviolet tassel, and that's tassel's pointing to the truth and everything. And he's graduating from a president to become the AC because the tassel goes to the front when it was in the back. I mean, all kinds of stuff I could talk about. Anyway, so she's saying he's coming, it's coming. Okay, and right here, he's coming, it's coming is 202. Or Bob. I said earlier, Bob, Barack Obama, and 2B is 2. B is 2, and then 0 is O. Remember I said 505 in the beginning? We say, how do you say this? 202? Or do you say 202? A lot of people say 202, so that's B-O-B, which is Bob. There's so much in that. You could look at so many things with Bob that you had no idea it was really about him. I'm telling you, it is. Believe it or not, the Lord is amazing when he shows me this stuff, and it's what's really going on. In fact, Obama's 23. He wore the jersey when he was born in 61. He was born in 61, and also it is He was born in 1961. 1961 because it's the same word, but his jersey was 23, or he's also 32 backwards. And then he was born on August 4th, or the 4th of August. I mean, are you kidding me? It's all in here. And then literally right here is bar, to even prove that she's saying he's coming, is bar backwards. And that's, if I do it exactly backwards, it's 8112, which is 84. I'm not going to do it because I pretty much show you every single thing here. And then so 202 was, really prominent in this particular shooting that happened last week or whatever it was, more recently. And again, 202 is also, like I showed you in the beginning when I was talking about 505, I did that on purpose because 202 is showing upside down. And I show you digitally how 202 exactly upside down is 505. Okay, which is 5th of May. 5th O May. Remember, 5th O May, 505, not 505. A lot of people say 505. So 5th O May and 5th of May are 511 and 55, and that's all coincidence. I don't think so. And then 202, like I said, and you say 202 of most people. Some people say 202. So I do sometimes to be more accurate because it says I'm not anal sometimes. But anyway, so 202 is Bob. Okay, now watch this. Again, Barack Obama, Bob. Barack Obama. See that? I showed you that down here. Anyway, I'm not going to point to it because this thing. But, and then Orange County shooting, which is what 202 is from. You see these police here and all that. This is Orange County shooting. Orange County shooting is 202. Take away the zero, or take away that zero. I mean, it's 202. Are you kidding me? And even more, look at this. Watch this. Are you ready for this? We were talking about Skull and Bones earlier. Skull and Bones is 202. Skull and Bones is Bob. Oh, it's you, Bob. I remember this video. I think it was about a Nissan Sentra or something. And like you were a special person if you drove it. It was a commercial. And then there was a police officer that pulls up because this guy had a parking spot and said Bob. And he parked in his spot. And then police officer comes up. This is years ago, but I still remember it. And then he's like, oh, it's you, Bob. And it's saying, oh, it's you, the Antichrist. I mean, it's, whoa, man. I mean, and I haven't even begun, and this just came to my understanding. I'm thankful for my brother Joshua, that he's come alongside me recently, and I've been sharing a lot of things, and he's been learning a lot of things about how I do this and everything, and he's just phenomenal now. And he pulled this thing out, and we were looking at the 202, and it just started popping out for me. And with that, it's 505 upside down and backwards, and it's also Bob. Oh my goodness! So thank you, Joshua. Appreciate it, man. Okay, so Evergreen. Here again, there's another shot of look at it without the containers. I mean, this thing is massive. It's so crazy. Again, this is all planned. Again, Ever Given Evergreen. But I'm going to show you this. Again, I'm going to go back to this for a second just to make this point. So it's a Japanese company that owns this. So they made a point. Japanese. In fact, Pearl Harbor, which was on Japanese people, was 1945, which is 145 because you just take away the 9. Not a coincidence at all. Insane, okay? And then the literally the Japanese company that owns the ship itself is this name right here. I'm not going to even say whatever. Whatever. I can't even say that probably. 505 Bob, or 505. The attack date is 5th of May. And then what's this name? 978. Again, 978. I'm going to tell you as well. Knock out the 9. And 7 plus 8 is 15, and 15 is 5 plus 5 plus 5. Well, why is this important? What's coming back up? Who is Bob, or 505? Stinky B.O. Beelzebub Butthead, the 44th Prez, right there, 978. And again, 7 plus 8, you knock out the 9. 7 plus 8 is 15. 5 plus 5 plus 5. That has to do with the dates. And then, you ready for something even more incredible? The Japanese attack on the Japanese in World War II, which was in 1945, or take away the 9, which is 145, which is the attacks on Las Vegas, which is 54 plus 1 is 55 backwards, was Hiroshima and Nagasaki, and that's 978, which is Stinky B.O. also. And they were both on, Hiroshima was on the 6th of August, and Nagasaki was on the 9th of August. 6 plus 9 is 15. 15 is 5 plus 5 plus 5. And there's far more than that. I could show you so much more in all that, those dates and all those things. The bombs they use, the fat man and the little boy, and how they relate to Stinky B.O. and everything. It's just it's crazy. And so let's go back to the video. I'm gonna go kind of back and forth a little bit, so just make some points and things. But literally, you go back to the video or the ad, the commercial, and it's Charlie's, and I cannot read what it says underneath there. I could not figure that out. Maybe there's a shot I could see, but anyway, I knew that was gonna be important, but I can't find it. So anyway, it's Charlie's, but it's shown backwards on purpose, and I'm gonna show you in a second here. Now watch. Charlie's though forward is look 4th of May, and it's also 216. Again, that's Stinky BO. That the 216th day of the year was his birth. August 4th is 216th day of the year. And what's 216? 6 times 6 times 6. Okay, or it's also 2 plus 1 is 3, 3 sixes, which is still 6 times 6, which is still 666. It's many things. It's also his death day, which is 2, 1 plus 6 is 7, 2, 7 is 2 months into the year, and the 7th day, which is May 25th. I mean, there's so much going on. Oh my goodness. Okay, now watch this. This is Charlie's. See Charlie's right here, exactly backwards. I mean, I'm not gonna do exactly backwards because the letters are exactly backwards, but they're forwards here, but the words backwards. Okay, so that's 75 in English ordinal right there, which of course, because this is backwards, 75 would be backwards, which is 57. Like I said many times, he's Mr. 57 in so many ways because 5 plus 7 is 12, 1 plus 2 is 3. He's ultimately 3, going to be birthed in the 3rd month, which is May. And he's also 93, 9 plus 3. Remember the attack on the 11th of September in 2001 was one of the planes was Flight 93. And that's not a coincidence. I mean, there's so many 93s. The Lester Crowley's Law of Thelema, which is all about worshiping the Antichrist, is 93. And anyway, and he was, so 9 plus 3 is 12, 1 plus 2 is 3. And then he was also born on August 4th. He's 84. And that was on the bar thing where the lady was. A bar is backwards 8-4, like I said. And 8 plus 4 is 12, 1 plus 2 is 3. Anyway, so here we go. Ready? Boom. I'm going to cross out this 9. And then so right away we have 519, the first day, 519. And I'm going to cross out this 9, this 8, and this 1. Then we have 5, 1 plus 2. 1 plus 2 plus 1 is 5, 4. So you have 519, and then we have 5, 4. They do this a lot. Like it's kind of a mirror date where they go a different direction with this. So 519, and the next day is 5, 4. And then they're also showing 5, 11. Okay? It's crazy. 5, 11 over here. Okay? It's just crazy. Okay, so anyway, just showing you that's how this works. Then right here, these two people are dancing. This guy right here in a yellow shirt with a 54 on it, or 5-4, May 4th, May 22nd. How are all these things going to the same thing if it's not planned? There's no reason for it. It's impossible. It's like somebody winning the lottery day after day after day. And why would you go, oh, okay, you're super lucky, or would you go, oh, the fix is in? I mean, if you're smart, you go, okay, there's something to this. Like he somehow knows what's going on. But do you think it's all that he would just keep getting the lottery by chance every single time in a row? No, anybody with half a brain would realize that. So that's what we're saying. We're saying these things, everything I show you is that winning the lottery each time, and they all relate to the same thing, and then everybody's okay with that. No, I don't think so. You use your brain, please. Use your heart. Use your mind. I mean, anyway, it's crazy. You've got to see something here. I mean, I'm showing you so many things. And then, so here he is. He's he's selecting the song, right? And it's now or never, and it's Elvis, right? It's now or never. And it's now or never is 154. Again, it's 1 times 54 is 54, or it's 1 plus 54 is 55. So it's both days, 5-4 and 5-5. That's how this stuff works. I'm telling you, I'm proving it time and time again for all my videos. Let's keep going here, though. First letter code. Again, the first letter is I-N-O-N. I is 9, so you just get rid of that. So I'm not even do that. So 5, and then O is 15, and then N is 14. So what is that? Oh, my goodness. Okay. Anyway, boom. Let me go back to here. What is that? That is 5, 5, 5. Because we have 5 plus, or we can look at it a few different ways. It's also 5, 5, 14. There's so many stuff going here, but you see the numbers here. Without me, I mean, it's right there. I mean, it's just right there. Okay, I'm not going to do, sometimes I get tired of just doing the same thing over and over and over again. And I just got to show you, hey, that's there. You can look at it a little bit because I'm doing every single time. It's the same stuff every single time. And then look at this. Is this a good thing? I mean, this thing's being destroyed. You know, and it's kind of funny because these poles, these telephone or these I guess they're electrical poles or whatever they were. So maybe tell them they literally, you see them in the background, they look like crosses. And then because that's the end of days, man. Jesus is coming back. It's crazy, man. And so Elvis Presley. Now let me link. So before I say that, okay, this area, if you watch the video at all and you saw the video, literally you look outside, it's all desert. So that's another thing. It's showing desert area, and we're talking about Las Vegas. Are you kidding me? It's definitely Las Vegas. And then we have Elvis singing. And so he's Mr. Las Vegas. I mean, I'm going to show you here. So Elvis Presley performs on stage at the International Hotel in Las Vegas in late July or August of 1969. Elvis Presley performed 57 shows. Now watch these numbers. 1969 is 115. Remember, Mr. 57, CBO is Mr. 57, 57 shows, usually 2 a day between July 31st. Again, July is the 5th month to elites, so that's 5/31, which is 5/4, first attack day, and August 28th. August is the 8th month to us, but the 6th month to elites, so we have 6. 2 plus 8 is 10. Take away the 0 is 6/1. So we literally have the first attack day and the last attack day right here. 5/4 to 6/1, and exactly what I'm saying. Or 5/22 to June 1st. Right here, bam. And then at the very bottom here, I can't point to this thing. See, I could have my little Bluetooth mouse, but then I'd have to have my data on and my other stuff on, and then I could get a call or a text message, and I don't want that on the screen. So down here, look at this. Look at the date they put this post up. It's literally July, so it's 5/23, the exact day. And then look, if you take the 9 away, it's 21. 5/23/21. That's not a coincidence. Look at all these numbers right here. So I'm linking not only these numbers to Elvis Presley, but also linking Elvis Presley to Las Vegas. I mean, he was the most popular Las Vegas show probably, maybe ever. I don't know, or maybe one of the most popular. I mean, seriously, Las Vegas. I mean, you have Elvis impersonators, and all that stuff. Thank you very much. So all that. So, and then we have Elvis Aaron Presley. Okay, now watch this. Elvis Aaron Presley. We literally, if we knock off the 9s right here, we have 5, 12, 21. That's where the tsunami is, 5, 12, 21. But it's also what? So we got 5, 12, 21. The tsunami date is 5/11 and 5, 12, 21. We also, if you do it a little bit differently, we have what? We have 5/1, the first day, 5 May, the first day, May the 22nd, the first attack day, and then we have, and then we also have 21. So we have May. We'll also have, in a sense, May 22nd and 1 plus 2, 22 is 23rd. May 22nd, 23rd, and then 21. It's a few different ways to look at it, but it's right there. It's right in his name. I mean, are you kidding me? And then look at Aaron. Aaron, that's my name. That's spiritually charged. Then we have, if you just knock out the 8 right here, we literally have 5. 1 plus 4 is 5. We have a 5 here, and then we have a 1, and this is separated right here, so we'll put a 1 down, and then 1 plus 1 is 2. So we're literally, my name backwards, and this is not a coincidence whatsoever. And that's 49, because my birthday is on the 149th day, which is 1 times 49 is 49. May 5th, 21. I mean, are you kidding me? And then Presley right here. Oh, then another way of looking at this is also, we have 2, 1, and then we have 5/14, the last attack day. So we have the 14th of May. The last attack day is 14th of May, 1, 2, or 2, 1, right here. 14th of May, 21. I mean, are you kidding me? It's right there. And then Presley right here. Now let's knock this one out. Knock that one out. Oh, let me go back here. So then we have 5. Again, this is showing the demise of Stinky BO and the first attack days. We have 5, 1 plus 6 is 7. So 5/7 is Stinky BO day. We also have 5/25 here. Or, no, let's do it this way. So that is 5/7. And then we have 5, 1 plus 1 is 2, and 2. 5/22. 1 plus 1 is 2, and then 2. 5/22. Again, 5/7 over here. And 5/7 is 5/25. I mean, it's everywhere in this stuff. And it just happens to be that. Why are all these 5s and 21s? Why is it in that? Why isn't it 6s and 8s and 9? I mean, seriously, what? Okay, so This is insane. This is his album from that time in Vegas. Okay, there's so much in this, and I'm going to show you. This is phenomenal. Okay, so look at the pink. Again, I remember I said the Antichrist is pink and ultraviolet, and it's in a lot of things. For example, the Black Panther movies, he was powered by ultraviolet like light, and he got his, when he got hit, he hit back with this power of ultraviolet. There's all kinds of stuff like that. Anyway, out there in the movies and TV and stuff like that of ultraviolet and pink, because he's effeminate as well. He's a Baphomet. He's a male and female together, I believe. Anyway, so we have the pink. So EVS, EVS. Just look at the pink right here. EVS is 5 is E. V is 22. There's the 22 again. And then S is the 19th letter, but no 1 plus 9 is 10. Take away the 0 is 1. And then look, if we just look at the pink right here, there's a serpent eye. I mean, are you kidding me? Serpent eye right here. And then 521 plus 1 is 23. 523. Bam. And look, Elvis is an anagram of evils. He's one of the evils of the world. Elvis. And that's not a coincidence. His name is Elvis, right? Because it's an anagram of evils. So it's a warning. He's one of the evils. Because, you know why? Because he taught a lot of the stuff in his songs. Yes, he did some gospel songs and stuff too, but overall the world loved him. And so that means if the world loves somebody, that means he's antichrist. Okay, and if he's been promoted and put out there, is because the messages and things he does, like I'm showing you, are evil, and they're ultimately wear people off and take their souls. If you don't know that, you need to know that, and you need to realize that I'm proving it all the time. And then Elvis he owned occultic bookstores, and all the time on stage he quoted Madame Blavatsky, who he worshipped basically, who was a Satanist. Who is massively against God. In her own statements, she said the God of the Hebrews was an evil and cruel God, and all kinds of stuff. And that's what she said. And again, he quoted her on stage all the time. He owned occultic bookstores, a lot of different occultic bookstores he personally owned, and he was invested in. And these were all stuff based on stuff he believed that was all occultic and was all Luciferian and things ultimately. And I know a lot about that. I researched a lot of these rock stars, and a lot of them get their power and everything from demons, and that's through sources like Aleister Crowley's books. And Aleister Crowley was considered the most wicked man in the early 1900s, and he was kicked out of Europe. Anyway, so he has several books about how to conjure up demons and do things backwards and all kinds of stuff. Elvis was more a purveyor of Madame Blavatsky than Aleister Crowley, but he did sell Aleister Crowley's books in his bookstores. Anyway, okay, let's keep going. And then this is very trippy. Live. So first of all, remember I showed you early 1969 because I was in the description about Elvis. 1969 is 115. Again, 1 plus 9 is 10, equals 0. 6 plus 9 is 15, so 115. But it's so trippy. This exact thing backwards right here in white is, look, 511 evil. That's a coincidence? I don't think so. 511 is the tsunami days, and it's evil. It's coming. I'm telling you, this is all warning. And it's also showing the attack days right here in this. It's showing you this, and that's what was showing you with the ship and everything. The main attack days were the Las Vegas one and then the tsunamis. But there's also the 5/8, which is 5/26, which is massive, which would be the taxels on Manhattans of Trumbull and everything else. And then the final attack day is huge too, and these are all big, really, but they certain highlight certain ones, the different things they show. So watch this. So evil is what? Evil is E is 5, B is 22, 9 is I is 9, and L is 12. But backwards, because we're doing live backwards, we're gonna make L normally 12, 21, and then you see right in here, there's 522 again. So right there, if you take away the 9, because you just knock it out, we have 522, 21. Are you kidding me? Both places it's showing, and it's also showing 511 because 511 is evil. I mean, wow. You better see this. Okay, and then recently, I literally was putting this slide together. This is so crazy. I was literally putting this slide together, and then I was doing some other things. I took a break, and I went to the store and did a couple. And the first, right at the light down my street, the first vehicle I come to is this, and it's like saying caution. Look at this, caution, red and yellow caution, red light, brake light caution, 5221, or it's two things. This is May 22nd plus 1 is May 23rd, or it's also May 2021, and they do this on purpose. And I just had finished making this slide. 5221. Look at that. 5/2021 or 5/22 plus 1 is 5/23. There's 2 attack days, and it's right here in evil. 5/22/21 in a sense, but this exact number is right here. Look at that. This is what God does for me all the time. I can't share all the stuff, everything. I mean, some people go, God, you look at numbers and everything. Yeah, I mean, He communicates to me in numbers, and how can you deny that? He's confirming for me in so many ways in communication, with talking to me, showing me stuff. I mean, so many things. And that's how a relationship is with Him. I'm telling you, believe it or not, hopefully you know this already. You can know it if you don't. You can. He's opening His arms to you every day if you just listen and make Him your Lord. Jesus your Lord. And look at this. Cuervo. Tomorrow is overrated. I mean, are you kidding me? Tomorrow is overrated. Tomorrow is your future. What a lie from hell. Tomorrow is overrated. Tomorrow is what we have. We have today, thank God, but the Bible says the fool lives for today. The wise man lives for the future. I mean, think about it. Children who are more foolish than, obviously, than someone who's supposed to be more wise, an adult, but not everybody is like that. But so children are more foolish. So they think about now, I want my candy now. I want my thing now. I want my stuff now. I want everything now. And so they don't plan for the future. A wise person who has some kind of understanding, who's grown up, plans for the future and doesn't do the gratification right now. And this is saying, be a child, get drunk now. Today is the day. Drink our stuff. Tomorrow's overrated. When the end comes, just party in the bar and forget about your future. It doesn't matter. I mean, seriously, party like it's 1999. 2000 party over. Oops, out of time. It's time to party like it's 1999. I mean, that's what Prince saying. I mean, seriously, it's party's over. Oops, we're out of time. It's the end days. So just party, because you're dead anyway. I mean, that's what it's saying. It's ridiculous. Now watch this. Tomorrow is overrated. It is 114, which is 5-4. 1 plus 4 is 5-4. Okay, now watch this. This is so trippy. Here's another trippy. Just like the Las Vegas in my mind, this is so trippy. If you really understand this, you should just be wigging out. You should be going, whoa. Your head should explode, and hopefully you can find your pieces of your head and put them back together. But, I mean, seriously, Cuervo backwards. Watch, Cuervo backwards. Okay, watch. So I'm literally doing the numbers back. So C is 3, so that when you go backwards, U is 21. But I'm going back. They do this sometimes, and quite common in what I'm showing you. So U is 21, but when you're taking it backwards, I'm going to take the 21 and make it backwards. And then E is 5. You can't make that really backwards unless you make it look backwards, but number is the same. R is the same. In fact, R is really 18, okay? But I'm going to make it a 9 just to make it easier for you and all this stuff, because it just makes it simple. 1 plus 8 is 9. So R is really kind of like a 9. It's a placeholder. It hides things and everything. So but I'm going to make it a 9. And then V is same forwards or backwards. It doesn't matter. 22 doesn't matter. And then O is normally 15, but again, backwards would do 5-1. Now watch this. See the 522 right here? And you see okay, watch. So we're going to take the 9 out right away. The 9, because 9, again, we just cross it out. And then we got 5, 1, 2, 2, and then we got 5, 1, 2, 3. Now this is phenomenal because the 1 is also not a 1, not just a 1, but a slash like I showed you earlier. And it's 522 and 523. Are you kidding me? I mean, what? What? In Cuervo is the exact attack days exactly. Okay? And then again, you could look at it this way. You could go 2021 May. You could go 2021 May, and you can go 5/23 or whatever. I mean, seriously. You hopefully get this. If you don't get this, wow, what is going on with you? I mean, maybe it's too complex for you. I don't know. I'm trying to make it super simple for you to understand. I'm doing step by step. But literally, if you don't see this, I mean, what is going on with you? And you need to see this. You need to wake up before it's too late. And then Jose, because it's not just Cuervo, but they showed Cuervo and they, tomorrow's overrated, right? But it's Jose Cuervo. And Jose is also insane because it's what? There it is. And again, I'm doing it backwards. 51, 5-1 and 5-11. May 1st and the 11th day. There it goes. So we basically have, look, we have the first day, we have the middle, the tsunami day, and then we have both attack days for Las Vegas. I mean, are you kidding me? Wow, I'm just blown away. Okay, now let me show you another commercial. Again, oh, it's a meteor. It's a commercial with a meteor, and the meteor goes into a city. In fact, if you look on the horizon of the city, it looks like it's very flat afterwards, and it looks like it could be Las Vegas. I'm not sure. I couldn't figure out how to figure out if these buildings were in Las Vegas. But anyway, maybe you'd know, or maybe someone would know and could say. But anyway, here it goes. Boom, it hits the ground. Boom, it's a meteor hitting, right? And it turns into a Hummer, a new Hummer. Okay, and why is that important? Because Hummer is all the things. A GMC Hummer EV, it's called an EV right here. EV is 5.4. EV itself, which means electric vehicle or whatever, that's all the rage right now. They're coming out with these. Why? Because they're promoting this time. Because EV is exactly 522. And Hummer EV is 666. Is this all massive coincidence? I don't think so. A meteor that has to do with the exact date of the attack, and that's connected? I don't think so. Here's another one. Here, let me play this now.
Holy, my goodness, that is a spectacular lawn.
So thick and green. When you see a great lawn, it's all you see.
I'd be so proud if this were our lawn.
Me too. Me too. Call the experts at True Green for a custom, science-based plan to make your lawn thick, green, healthy, and weed-free.
So they're not predictively programming you. I mean, you're kidding. So these people are on they're just walking, right? I mean, I'm gonna go by past here. You saw it. You saw what's going on. Okay, so I'm gonna break this down as well. This is uncanny. Again, a meteor. And then look at the name. And I want to break this down as exact attack days. I mean, are you kidding me? Watch this. So I'm going to take the green. Let's do this first. Live life outside is 232, which is 322 scrambled. I mean, are you kidding me? 322 is Skull and Bones, but it's also May 22nd, the third month of May, technically. I mean, are you kidding? That there you go. Watch this. So I'm going to take green and put it backwards. I'm going to leave true the same way because that's how they do this. I mean, that's how they're doing this on this. And then green backwards. Now watch. Okay, so N is 14, 1 plus 4 is 5, and then E is 5. And then R is, we can cross out, okay? But then E is 5, G is 7, 5 plus 7 is 12. So we have May, so we could say 21, the year 21, May 5th, or we say May 5th, and then 21 just backwards, whatever. Okay, so May 5th, 21. I mean, are you kidding me? Or we can say, anyway, there's a few different ways to do it. Then we can go this way. So this confirms it right here in true. What's true? Knock out the R, and we have the T is 20, and the U is 21, 21st letter of the alphabet. So we have, look at this. This proves that this is 21 because we have 5-5-21, and we have 5-5-21. Again, May 5th, 2021 is the date. I'm showing you, people have asked me, how do you know the year? How do you know the year? There you go. I'm showing you the day, months, the month, the days, which all equal 5, most of them all equal 5, or the major ones equal 5, and the year, which equals 5. It's 555 or 55. Crazy. I mean, this is massive evidence here. Now look at this. This is the Intel Evo powered by Core. Every single thing in this is gematria. It's insane. This is the latest Intel called the Evo, and that's exactly what's on the chalkboard in iPad Goat. And I'm not showing you right now, but it's Evo. It's Evo and then Lucian, but it's not really, it just shows you it. Small EVO, and then it's capital L space, capital T, space, capital N, if you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, so Evo's right there, and I've showed you what Evo is. So I'm going to show you right here. Look at this. Intel, if you didn't know, is what? This is crazy. Okay, so we have 5, wait, hold on a second, sorry. We have, I want to make sure we had, so we had 5. So this is what it is. Let me start with here. Okay, so like I showed you on iPad Go, This is moved over here. It's 5/5/2021. It just scrambled a little bit more than normal, but it is 5/5/2021. Okay, and this is also 5/5/2021, but a little different as well. So we have 5/5/20, and then 12 is backwards 21. 5/5/2021. Again, these are all scrambled in a way. So again, 5/5/2021, and then down here core is 5/5/4. So we have, or 3 plus 1 is 4. 4/5, so the 4th of May, and then 2021 is 2 plus 2 plus 1 is 5. So these all say, this one says 4, these other two are 5. So these are the 5th of May 2021, and this is the 4th of May 2021, and more code 455. I mean, seriously, really? So hopefully you get this. Where am I at here? I'm really curious. Okay, not bad. I made it to 2. Wow, that's awesome. I'm thankful it was just at 2 hours. So hopefully it wasn't much more than that. So, okay, so man, hopefully you get this. Please share this. I beg you to share this with people. If this doesn't convince you or show you that this is massively possible, at least, then I don't know what does. And the key is you got to share this with people because they need at least to see this before it happens. And then especially if you're a believer and you want to share this with, you want your friends or family to believe the truth, share this with them ahead of time. Even if you have to say, this is a crazy guy and this is what he's saying, just so you know, and I don't know about this, but you can just, I don't know about this, but this is crazy what he's saying. Look at the stuff he says. And maybe but when it happens, oh my goodness, if they see this ahead of time and they heard me say Jesus is showing them, because listen, I don't know this stuff without Jesus. I'm not that smart. I'm not. I have some intelligence and whatever, but I'm not that smart. I can't figure this out. He gives me this sight. He gives me this understanding. He tells me stuff, where to go, things to look up, whatever, to divide things off. I mean, it's just crazy. He does this. It's not me. I guarantee it. I'm telling you. I'm not being false humility or whatever. I'm telling you. I mean, he called me this. I didn't give myself massive dreams and visions and things. I don't want to do this. I don't want to talk about dates ever. Never did I. And he's telling me how important it is, because when you show this ahead of time, then when it happens, then it's like you knew the future, and then he gets the credit. And that's why I give him the credit, because he gets all the credit with me and with everybody else. So just keep that in mind, please. Share this with anybody and everybody. If you don't, you're missing out on an awesome opportunity for them to see this before it happens. Okay, I'm telling you. And then it's going to happen. Again, whether it happens on these days or not, I'm pretty confident it's going to happen on these days. More than ever, I'm confident more than ever. But, I mean, I could be wrong still. I'm doing my best to guess. It's this process. And I think I'm finally here. It's been a long process. It's been... in ways amazing, but in ways very hard. I mean, just in a massive burden on me and my family and things too, but also a massive blessing too. So that's just how it is. So thank you for sharing. Please share with people. I beg you. I thank you for your prayers. Thank you, Jesus. I thank you, my Lord and Savior, Jesus. You've done everything for me. And I thank you for blessing people who don't know the truth and to bring them to the Lord. And all you that are struggling with sin or whatever, it's about trusting Jesus. It's about walking with him. It's about a relationship. And if you're struggling, he'll help you. Ask him to help you. Be willing to put your will aside and go and do his will and do your best to listen. And it'll get better and better. And then next thing you know, you'll be healed of this and healed of that. And then you'll be free, more free. I'm not saying there's ultimate freedom until things change and we're heaven bound and such, but there's freedom in him. There's a process that works out as you walk with him. He's the only way. I'm telling you, he's the only way. So even if you just believe in him, if you don't follow him, you're missing out everything. You're just missing everything. Everything that's possible, that's available, that God has available through him. So thank you, Jesus. And I want to say, he is Yahushua. People call him Yeshua. I think more accurately, he's Yahushua because it relates to Joshua. And then I also want to I'm thinking Jesus and Yahushua. And I say Jesus, I don't say Yahushua or even Yeshua, because I say Jesus because that's what I grew up knowing. And that's why, I've cast out demons in that name, and God's healed people through me miraculously, amazingly, so many times through Jesus. And I'm telling you, I've had demons tremble with me wielding Jesus. So it doesn't really matter. I mean, technically, I think it's the heart of the thing, and that's what God cares about, and it hasn't affected anything by calling. But Jesus is a form of Zeus, Zeus, or whatever. And that I already know that. I know all that stuff. People, religious people, like, oh, how dare you use Jesus because it's whatever. And I'm like, he's my Jesus, and I don't care what you say, and he's fine with it. I'm fine with it. But it's really, I think, more technically Yahushua because it relates to Joshua, and that's Joshua is really and Joshua. You better get a Joshua. He'll lead you to the promised land. And right now, I'm very thankful. I just want to say about my brother Joshua and give him some credit here. He's been come alongside me the last few months, and he's just been a blessing. And this is a massive blessing. And he's like it's like it's another form of Jesus or Yahushua or Joshua coming beside me and going to the promised land. So me, Jesus, and Joshua, and I'm Aaron. So it's Aaron and Joshua going into the promised land. So it's pretty crazy. It's mind blowing what the Lord's doing, and I'm in a time in my life right now where this is totally right and totally time, and it's happening, and you'll see when it starts happening. It is incredible. So thank you so much. If you're able to give as well, my family could really use it. Thank you so much. There's PayPal link in the description box here below the video. There's also a PO box. You want to send something, that's also so awesome. I love receiving stuff. There's also Zelle Pay or Zelle, which is it's what PayPal should be. And you can sign up at zellepay.com. It's free. It's so easy. There's no fees for it or anything. It's way better than PayPal. I mean, I've had my go around with PayPal a few times, and they're pretty frustrating, but I have to use them sometimes because a lot of people do, and it's a way to do it, so that works. But so anyway, thank you so much, and I just really appreciate the opportunity to share this with you guys, and hopefully you see this, and if you would, in the comments, if there's a couple things that really blew your mind the most, let me know. Just in comments, say, oh, I thought that Las Vegas thing was so crazy and whatever. Thank you so much. I just like that input. So I just want to bless you and thank you. So thank you for those who have also given in the past. Because just the way the Lord wanted me, I've prayed about it many, many times, actually. And he keeps saying he wants to bless you. So I don't necessarily need to send you something or thank you or whatever. He wants to just have you do that kind of anonymously in a sense, but he wants to bless you. And so he just keeps saying, leave it to me. I'll take care of them. So I don't have to worry about that kind of stuff or say thank you, thank you, thank you. But I do want to say in my videos, thank you, thank you, thank you for those who have given and support and pray and share these videos. All of you, I thank you equally. Thank you so much. Even a little bit is a lot, So whatever you're able to do or give or whatever, I appreciate it. My family appreciates it. God bless you. And I look forward to the next video in a little while still. But so thank you so much. And I hope this blessed you and opened your mind and blew your ever-loving socks off. Thank you. And this is Exalted Lamb 1, over and out. Oop. That was from my last video.